Hello, everyone. It's Hyde in the Philippines. And today I'd like to talk about, is the Philippines the loneliness cure? Now, what is loneliness? It's the lack of companionship or human interaction. Now, everyone experiences this emotion sometime in their life, you know, many times in their life, actually. For most of us, it just comes and goes. You're lonely for a little bit, and then one of your friends will show up, or a family member will come along to comfort you in that time of loneliness, and then it's gone. Now, for some people, it's not that easy, and it's going to last a lifetime until their expiration date, and it's sad, and we all know that's sad, but that's just the way it is. Now, I myself have experienced loneliness. I can't say that I haven't. That's how all this came about, was out of loneliness, and the weary nature of loneliness. It bears on you, and it wears on you, and and you need it to be alleviated. Or like I said, some people, it becomes too much for them. Now, for men, uh, for men, loneliness is just suffered in silence. We don't talk about it. It's not just not a subject of conversation that comes up between men. I don't even know how that conversation would come up. Hey, what's wrong with Bubba? Oh, he got the loneliness. He's lonely. Oh, so that's why he's such a dick. Yeah, he's lonely. You think we can help old Bubba out and see if we can get him on loan? That conversation's never going to happen. And if it did happen, men are problem solvers. We're just going to say some shit like, go get a dog. Get a hobby. Find something to do. That's just the way that uh, men interact. Now, women, they've got all kinds of support systems, man. They'll go on social media, they'll piss and moan, and then the sisterhood will just come out in force with all these positive affirmations. You keep going, girl. He's out there for you. And, all these great platitudes to lift and build them up. Well, men don't get that. We just don't, walk it off. You're going to be okay. Uh, Now, for some, loneliness can spiral from a mild depression into something far darker. You know, with a finality at the end. And you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it. I don't have to. I can't. I'm not going to explain this to you because I'm just not. It's sad. I'm not a sad person anymore. Some people seek out pharmaceuticals and counseling to alleviate this loneliness. The depression, that comes with this loneliness is, they're gonna get some pharmaceuticals, or they're gonna go seek someone out, and they're gonna say, "Look, man, here, take this. It's gonna make you feel better." Well, I don't know if that's truly the case. In my opinion, and 100%, this is just an opinion. It's going to mask, it's going to mask over the problem. The problem's always going to be there, and it's still going to need to be solved. And I don't believe that you can do that with pharmaceuticals. But I'm not a medical profession. I'm sure there's people that benefit from it. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass. I do not know. But me personally, I don't believe that that's the way. I think in any situation, if you're tired of any situation and you want to change it, you have to put in the work. You have to figure out what you need to do, and then just put into work to make that change forthcoming. And that's in any situation. I don't know what the work, uh, you know, so for this situation, what I did, like what any other, older dude my age, I went out to the bars, and I went looking for, Mrs. Right out there. And we all know that that's really not the place. It's just filled with alcoholic desperation. And, do you want one of these women that are in the bars? I mean, really, at your age, do you want a 60-year-old woman that's still lurking around bars trying to pick up dudes? Okay, I mean, she's out there, and you're going to finish your days with an alcoholic woman. I don't know. It just sounds terrible to me. And I tried it, and then the younger women, you're just too old. They want nothing to do with you. And the one younger women that do want something to do with you, they're the same women that will call the women in the Philippines gold diggers, because that's what they are, and they're not digging your gold anymore. So they're pretty upset and pissed about it. So they're gonna uh, talk smack about the Philippine women. Okay, you do that. Now I tried the dating apps as well. I was on Match, Plenty of Fish, the Facebook one, and then there was like two other ones that I was on, but I just never got any action. People didn't want what I was selling, and when I did, every once in a while I'd get hit and I'd get all excited and I'd pop up the profile and I'd be like, damn, absolutely not. Under any circumstance am I that desperate to where I'm going to lower my standards that low to where you're an acceptable a person for me to cohabitate with for the rest of my days. I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't, so after, your initial 3 months, I just get out. You got my money, good for you. And, then they'd send you emails for months. Hey, there's some matches here, but it was never, it's just all there. Those dating sites are really not geared for you to try and find somebody, because in the end, they don't make no money if you check out. The last thing I did was I scoured the internet, click and collect, where to meet women. Where can I go to meet? And they give you suggestions, uh, certain suggestions, and you're like, I don't want to do some of this stuff. And, is it worth that kind of work? Loneliness is starting to not look so damn bad. You know what I'm saying? But everything that the internet tells you is that you're the problem. It's you. You're the reason why you can't get a date, because of you yourself. The way you look, act, walk, and talk in this country is not suitable for the dating market. So, you could try some of these things, but according to the internet, I am the problem. And I'm not, no matter what I do, I'm never going to get a woman here in this that meets my standards, because I don't fit the profile. I almost bought into all that propaganda. I gave up for the most part. I was like, well, there's nobody out there. I'm never going to meet nobody. And that brings on its own little bout of, mild depression. You're like, damn, man, I'm never, okay, this is my life. I wonder if I should get another dog. Uh, like I said, I almost bought into that propaganda. I really did. And then what I come to find out later was I'd been looking in the wrong venue. You know, if they don't want you here, then by all means go someplace else. Now, luckily for me, and it was just a happenstance, my birthday is the same day as a buddy of mine at work, and I went to his birthday party. And when I went there was the most average looking white dudes you've ever seen in your life, and some of them didn't even hit average. And I'm not bagging on them. All I'm saying is that, there was like 10 of these guys, and they were surrounded by beautiful Asian women. And I was like, holy crap, what the heck is going on here? Well, I got the long and the short of it, and I found a new direction, and I followed that path, man. And that path is born fruit. And I get the bounty on a daily basis. I went to the Philippines the first time. And when you get to the Philippines, as soon as you get to the airport, you know something is different. Okay, everybody's smiling. They're courteous. They've got manners. And you notice the women are looking at you. And you're like, man, this has got to be some kind of, this is just a courtesy. They tell them that they got to act this way to the people at the airport. You're an emissary, for the Philippine people. You got to, well, I got news for you. All 7,658 islands are in on it, because everybody's courteous there. Everybody got manners. You get well wishes all day long. Maayong buntag, maayong gabihi, maayong hapon. All, and friendly. Here, you might get a good morning. Good morning. And it's that like that. It's a morning. And then you might get this response. What's so fucking good about it? Don't tell me what kind of morning to have. Or just a flat, hey man, fuck you. These are all responses that I personally have got or have given here in the United States. That's never going to happen to you in the Philippines. Nobody's ever going to tell you to go get fucked after you said good morning to them. They're going to smile great big and thank you because sincerely they're happy that somebody wished them a good morning. And I got news for you. Somebody smiling and saying good things to you makes you feel good. It really do. It really does. Uh, Now another thing, I'm an older fella, and what I miss the most, that loneliness, and any old fella, old geezer out there will tell you, we just want to talk to people, want to have a conversation. Now in the Philippines, I'd get stopped every once in a while by some random stranger who just wanted to talk to me and ask me about myself. Why am I here? How are you? Now I got to tell you, from the lonely perspective, man, what a freaking ray of sunshine that anybody would want to ask about me. And I got news. I'm dying to tell you about me. I want to have that conversation. I want to ask about you. And I'm just, but mainly I'm just thrilled that somebody would take the time out of their day to spend 15, 20 minutes to listen to some old geezer gab on about their life. It's beautiful. Okay, now, if you want to meet somebody in the Philippines, you want a companion, you're going to get that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. It does not matter. It does not matter. Your appearance is not a deal breaker. It's the content of your character and your personality. If you don't smell, they're really big on that. Don't smell. Whoever's listening to this, don't smell. If you've met somebody and you want to impress them, take that shower and smell good. Be as clean as possible. Be neat. They love that stuff. But what I'm getting at is, if you want a companion in the Philippines, you're going to have that. If you want a male companion, you'll have a male companion. You want a female companion, you're going to have that. You want both, you can have it both, which I feel is a bit greedy, and I don't think you've got that kind of energy. But anyway, you will, and I did myself. I met Gladys, and my lonely days are over, bro. I'm right here in Ohio. I'm fixing to go back to the Philippines. However, for the last 6 months, I haven't felt alone. I talk to Gladys every day. We video chat every day. We do it in the morning. We do it in the evening. And I look forward to it. She's killed my loneliness. My lonely days, I don't feel that anymore. I don't talk to myself nearly as much as I used to. Man, I think it was just to hear a voice. I would talk, and I would talk out loud, and then I would say to myself, "Man, you're going crazy. Look at you. You just talked out loud again." Uh, and another thing, I know she cares for me. She studies me. If I make a little cough while we're on a video chat, she'll be like, "Hoy, what's that? You got a cold?" Wants to know if I'm eating, what I've eaten. Wants to know if I slept, how well I slept. Did I go to the grocery store yet? She cares about me. Now I know there's some cynics out there that are going to be, oh, she only cares about her investment. You're an investment. Okay, all right. Well, let me just turn that for you. I'm an investment. Fine. I want to be cared for as an investment. I want to be looked after. I want somebody to ensure my longevity. And if you want to call me an investment, okay, you cynic. You can project whatever kind of hateful stuff you want. I don't care. You can believe what you want to believe, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to believe that this beautiful woman cares about me. All right? Now, you don't have to accept that. I'm not selling anything here as far as my relationship is involved. Now, Gladys and I, we talk for hours on end. We talk about we joke, man. And that's important to me, to have somebody that will laugh at my jokes. And then she tells jokes too. She's funny. She makes me laugh all the time. We talk about our dreams, our hopes, you know, uh, our family, but like I said, the loneliness is over. I'm just not a solo Rolo anymore. I get to share. I just get to share, man, and I feel like I have value again. That I mean that I account for something that on the planet, that I'm valued for not just my dollars, but who I am, and what I can produce with these right here. Now, look, if you've stuck with me all the way to the end, which most, from what I understand on this video thing, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, and I always forget, and I've done so many of these videos, but would you like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers at some point, and I'm trying to build up my viewership hours. So if you can, I appreciate that. It helps me out just a little bit. Now, the last thing I want to impart with you is, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you've made it to the end here, but just please don't give up, huh? I know you're lonely, but there's a cure for it. There's some good people that are dying to meet you. I know you find it hard to believe. There's good people out there that are dying to meet you and want to be involved in your life. You just have to have the courage and a plane ticket. All right. This has been Hiding in the Philippines. Be as good as you can. Ciao.